Alright, what is up, you guys? Here with another video. Of course, it's been a long time since I made a video, so I decided to make one. This time this video is different. This time it's gonna be just articles that I have been reading and some of the things that interested me. One of the topics I guess I want to talk about on this one is Google buys Fitbit for 2.1 billion, and here's what it means. So first of all, Google right now has been making big moves right now. Recently, of course, they just bought Fitbit, but they also bought Nest, if the company that makes cameras for the doors and all that stuff. And I thought that was pretty crazy, and especially not buying Fitbit, it's gonna be humongously huge for Google and the industry of watches here. So, what does it mean to me? It's gonna mean it's gonna be a lot of what's called it's gonna be competition. Of course, the number one is always gonna be Apple, because Apple has really good watches in my opinion. Their apples are just I don't know. Their Apple watches are just really cool, awesome. I think it's really. I think they're very. I feel like they're more accurate when it comes to their active. They're active when you're doing active or walking, running. I feel like it's more. What's it called more. I don't know. I just think it's more better. But now that Google is coming to the competition with all these other varieties of watches, it's gonna be a big deal, and especially with the new phone that they just recently came out in 2019. It's gonna be pretty crazy. So in my opinion, I feel like Fitbit is they weren't doing bad by themselves. They were doing pretty good. Their markets were sometimes going up, sometimes going down. But Fitbit, I think I think needed this. Fitbit was kind of getting lost. You didn't really hear much about them. I haven't really seen much watches from them. So it's something that Fitbit did right. And I was also hearing that Facebook tried to buy Fitbit for I don't know how much billions of dollars, but they failed to. But what I heard is that Facebook was giving more money than Google was. So Google was of course giving 2.1 billion, while Facebook was giving two times more money. So we're talking about maybe 3 billion, I don't know, 4 billion maybe. Who knows how much? Maybe it shows, but I haven't seen it. I just heard. But right now, the watch business right now, is insane. Right now, you got Apple, and plus recently Apple just took out a new watch, which I think it's the Apple Watch Series 3, which right here it's only 200 or 199. I mean that's pretty cheap for it's cheap. It's cheaper than the latest smartwatch on Fitbit. Fitbit's I think it's a higher price, I believe. Oh no. So it's Apple right now. They're just extremely good. So Fitbit, I think, needed this. Fitbit needed to get their name on the market, and the only way by doing that is colliding with another company, which is Google. And I think they made a better option than choosing Facebook. If they chose Facebook, it wouldn't be as bad, but I don't know. I just don't think they would have. I don't know. I just don't think Facebook is strong when it comes to, in my opinion, watches, or I don't know, or whatever. If they even try to make phones, it would be perhaps terrible. It wouldn't be bad, but I'm not sure. I mean, Sony makes phones, and I'm not sure if their phones are good. So basically, reading this article, I mean, of course, the what the
Today,
the
Junior!
Google Pixel that just recently came out will be a humongous fit with the Google or future Google Pixel watch, which we don't know when it comes out. There has been talk that they've been thinking about making one, but they've never made a presentation saying or any leaks or anything telling us if there's going to be any kind of watches from Google coming out. So definitely some that's some, I guess, weird, but I would sure think that Google, since buying Fitbit, there it's mostly coming in 2020. I'm gonna say maybe not early in the year, but I'm gonna say like March, April, heading to the summer. It's that's where it's gonna. I feel like they may have a something there. They may leak out something. They may, pretty sure they're already working on it right now. Matter of fact, but it's Google. I think also needed this too because now since their phones on the market, I believe, and their phones were really cheap. I think we're what 700 around there, estimating around there. That's how much their new phone was costing. So it wasn't like Apple 11 or the Samsung Note, or yeah, Samsung Galaxy Note 10. They were costing 1,500 plus, 1,200 plus, something like that. So right now Google is, it doesn't seem like they're what's it called, doesn't seem like they're maybe what's the word, doesn't seem like they're getting themselves to number one, but they're putting their cell phones into the right right budget for a telephone, I mean, or a phone, so it's something that Google is just doing pretty good right now. And not only that, with this new watch that possibly in the future will come out with, I think, with an OS system, I believe it's gonna be even, I think, maybe better. I expect Google to, once the watch comes out in the 2020, and I'm pretty sure it should come out 2020. Uh, Google will have, or Apple won't have that much of a competition, but they'll have somewhere of that. Google will be up in that categories of watches that are gonna be getting customers happy and everything. So I think it's gonna be really cool that Google bought Fitbit. It's and it makes, and I feel like it's gonna be affordable. Not saying that it's gonna. I'm not saying that it's gonna cost like a cheap like 200, maybe not 200. And I feel like Google will maybe have it to a price where it's gonna be like $300, or even 350. But I wouldn't think, or even maybe less. I'm probably just 215. I'm just throwing numbers out there, but I think this is gonna be a humongous hit for Google and Fitbit to collide together and just make a company. And not only that, Google has tons of resources to make a watch. They should have made a watch earlier, what, 2018, 17, maybe 16. They should have been making watches way earlier, but I'm not sure why Google hasn't really been making those. But it's going to be very interesting, and especially with also Samsung. What does that mean for Samsung? Well, clearly they just got out with an active Samsung watch, which looks pretty cool. But now that Samsung probably heard that Google bought Fitbit, now Samsung have to get things together and and see on what they're gonna do when their upcoming watch comes into the future. So this whole news, and of course this is like old news, but just to me, it's always been, I don't know, it's just always been interesting to me, and I thought I would share with you guys because this thing's in the future it's gonna be insane. I feel like that this year's 2020, uh, I think tech will be insane right now. I mean, it's gonna right now, especially Google. Google is gonna go, as gonna keep on escalating and escalating, and it's just there's no there. It's gonna be hard to stop Google in the near future. So, right now Google is making moves. They recently just bought Nest, and now they're buying Fitbit. So who knows what else Google is gonna buy? I wouldn't be surprised if they, bought. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Google makes in the following years a car just like Tesla. Tesla's making cars. I think I heard Apple was thinking about making a car, but I don't know. I'm going off topic. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share for you to this video. Just my opinion and my thoughts on this video. So the way I'm gonna be doing this now is that I am going to post every Monday, Wednesday, and possibly a Friday, and maybe during Saturdays, maybe. But mainly, I'm just gonna be talking about topics on what's out right now, and yeah. So now that I have a little bit more free time off school a little bit, and doing a little bit of work at my job. So yeah, but thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll link the description down below so you guys can read it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace.